Hey, this is the week of April 6th, and I am going to do homework number 1 with you. As I do it, I'm only going to do the odd problems, so what we're hoping is that you'll go and do the even numbered problems on your own. All the practice that you get doing these homework problems is going to help you do well on your quiz, so that's what the hope is. Okay, so let's get started. Number 1. Standard temperature is 0 degrees Celsius and 273 Kelvin. I want to show you on your the periodic table that we give you. There's a whole section on gas laws. Okay, there's a whole section that you can use on gas laws, and all the way at the bottom, it's got some of the constants there for you. So right there, standard pressure. Or standard temperature, 273 Kelvin, which is 0 degrees C. There's standard pressure, 1 atmosphere. In a minute, we're going to answer a question about ideal gas law constant, and it's always right there for you, so you don't have to go hunting for it. Okay, so number 3, according to our periodic table, what's the ideal gas constant? Well, I just showed you right there. The ideal gas constant, R, is 0.0821, and it's got a weird unit which you need to get used to because in physics you'll have lots of weird units. It's liters times atmospheres per Kelvin mole. So we're going to put 0.0821 liters times atmospheres per Kelvin mole. I know, sounds like a weird unit, but that's the unit. What do you do? Okay, number 5. Do some of the problems. I like doing the math. Oxygen gas is collected at a pressure of 1.21 atmospheres in a container which has a volume of 10 liters. What temperature in Kelvin must be maintained on 0.500 moles of gas in order to maintain this pressure? Well, the unit or the formula that we're going to be using on this particular lesson is I call it the Pevnert formula. It's pressure times volume equals N is moles, R is the ideal gas law constant, and T is temperature in Kelvin. So we're going to use that formula for all of these. I'm going to write it just above it, PV equals NRT. It's the ideal gas law constant formula. All right, so let's find pressure. I like to list out all my variables. I like it on the screen too. Pressure. Let's see, do we have a pressure? Oxygen gas is collected at a pressure of 1.21 atmospheres. In a container which has a volume of 10 liters. So there's my volume. N is the number of moles. So we got to find the number of moles in here. What temperature in Kelvin? So that's what I'm looking for. That's my unknown. So I'm going to circle my unknown. Must be maintained on 0.500 moles. So there's my moles, 0.500 moles of gas in order to maintain this pressure. Okay, so I'm missing a couple of variables. I'm missing R and I'm missing T. Well, T is my unknown. That's what I'm going to be looking for. All right, so that's an X. R is the ideal gas law constant, ideal gas law constant, which is 0.0821. Remember, it's on your formula chart. Okay, so there's my unit. So I'm going to plug all of these numbers into this formula. Pressure is 1.21. Volume was 10 liters times 10 liters equals, copying everything down as it's listed in the formula, equals, N comes next, that's my moles, 0.500 moles, times R, which is my ideal gas law constant, times T. That's my variable that I'm looking for. That's what I'm trying to find. So in order to solve this problem, I need to get T by itself. So I'm going to multiply these guys, get rid of the parentheses first. 1.21 times 10. There we go. I was doing some other stuff. 1.21 times 10 gives me 12.1. So on this side of the equal sign is 12.1. Now I'm going to multiply 0.5 times 0.0821. 0.5 times 0.0821. And I get 0.04105. 0.01, what was it? 4105 times temperature, the variable that we didn't have. So how do you get T by itself? In order to get T by itself, I'm going to divide both sides by 0.04105. When I do that, it's going to cancel out over here by temperature, leaving temperature by itself. And then I have to do this math right here. So I'll do 12.01, 12.1, divided by 0.04105. And that's my temperature in Kelvin. It's a high temperature, but remember we're talking about Kelvin, and Kelvin units tend to be higher. So 294.7 Kelvin, or 295 if you want to round it off. 295 Kelvin. So that's it. Oh, I did put my unit. Let me show you. There you go. Okay, so let's move on to number 7. I'll write the formula above it, just so we have it. What's the volume in liters of a balloon if it contains 3.2 moles of helium at a temperature of 293 Kelvin and standard pressure? Okay, in this problem we're looking for volume, so that's my unknown. What are my knowns? Well, right here I have moles. That's my N. So I'll list out my variables, P, V, N, R, and T. So I get that one first. I've got 3.2 moles. At a temperature, there's my temperature, 293 Kelvin. 293 Kelvin. Okay, and I have a standard pressure of 1 atmosphere. Pressure is 1 atm. Volume was my unknown, that's what I was looking for. And R, remember, is the ideal gas law constant. You'll find it on the back of your formula chart. The ideal gas law constant is 0.0821. 0.0821 liters times atmospheres per Kelvin mole. There we go. Okay, so now we have all of our variables, and this time we're going to solve for volume. So I'll fill in the numbers for the letters in my formula. Pressure goes first. Pressure is 1 atmosphere. Volume's what I'm looking for, and I'm just going to use V for volume, so I remember what I'm doing. Equals, next comes moles. There we go, moles. My number of moles was 3.2. R is the ideal gas law constant, 0.0821. And then, let's see, my pressure, or I'm sorry, my temperature, 293 Kelvin. 293 Kelvin. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I need to get V by itself, which in this case is going to be really, really easy. So I'm going to multiply everything in these in the parentheses together first. Down a little bit. 3.2 times 0.0821 times 293. And that gives me, on this side of the equal sign, it gives me 76.97696. Okay, on this side, what do we have? 1 times V is just V, right? So there's my volume. Pretty easy, huh? Volume is 76 plus all that, so let's just round that volume to 77 liters. That's my answer. Okay, good luck on the rest of the problems.